1. The 2-minute rule. Here's a secret most productive people use. The hardest part of any task is starting. Your brain makes the job seem 10 times harder than it really is. It says, ugh, this will take forever. So you avoid it. That's why you use the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll do it for just 2 minutes. That's it. Write for 2 minutes. Do 2 push-ups. Clean for 2 minutes. Once you start, you'll often keep going. Because the hardest part is over. Your brain switches from thinking to doing, and momentum takes over. So next time you don't feel like starting, don't fight yourself. Just say 2 minutes. And see where it goes. Small starts lead to big progress. 2. Adopt a growth mindset. When you face something hard, what's the first thing your brain says? This is too hard. I can't do it. But people with a growth mindset think differently. They tell themselves, this is tough, but I'll get better if I keep going. They see effort as proof that they're improving, not as a sign of weakness. And here's the cool part. When your brain believes that challenges help you grow, it actually releases dopamine during hard work, not just after. That means your brain learns to enjoy the process. Hard work stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like progress. So next time something feels hard, smile a little. Because that's the moment your brain gets stronger. 3. Finish what you start. Every time you finish something, anything, your brain releases dopamine. That's the same chemical that makes you feel happy when you win a game or eat something sweet. But instead of waiting for big wins, you can build this feeling with small ones. Finish the small task. Send that email. Clean that 1 cup. Do that 1 page of your homework. It's not about size, it's about closure. When you finish, your brain feels proud. It says, I did that, and it wants to feel that again. That's how motivation is born, not from waiting to feel ready, but from finishing something. Most people never get that rush because they quit halfway. They open 10 tabs, start 5 projects, and complete none. That's why they feel tired all the time. They never close the loop. So if you want to start building momentum, finish small things. Let your brain see that effort leads to reward. 4. Your brain loves the easy way, and that's the problem. Your brain is smart, but also a little lazy. It's designed to save energy. That means when it finds an easier way to feel good, it takes it. Scrolling through your phone? Easy dopamine. Eating junk food? Easy reward. Watching 1 more episode instead of working? Instant pleasure. Your brain learns, hey, this feels good. Let's do this instead of something hard. The more you do that, the more your brain starts to avoid challenge. Hard work starts feeling painful, even scary. And before you know it, you're stuck in a loop, chasing easy hits and avoiding effort. But here's the secret. You can flip that wiring. You can train your brain to get more pleasure from progress than from procrastination. And it starts with 1 small thing, finishing what you start. 5. Take boring breaks. You know how people say take a break? They're right, but how you take that break matters. If you work for 30 minutes, then rest by scrolling on your phone or watching TikToks, that's not really a break. It's a dopamine overload. Your brain goes, wow, that was fun. Then when you go back to studying or working, your brain compares, and suddenly your task feels boring. The next thing you know, you've lost focus and your energy's gone. So what should you do instead? Take boring breaks. Stretch. Go for a slow walk. Drink water. Just sit quietly for a bit. Let your brain actually rest. When you take calm breaks, your brain stays balanced. Then when you return to work, it feels natural again, not painful. This is how focus grows. 6. Do 1 thing at a time. Your brain is not built for multitasking. Every time you switch between tasks, like checking messages while working, your brain has to restart its focus. It's like closing a book and reopening it every minute. That wastes time and energy. The best way to build focus is to do 1 thing at a time. When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. When you work, just work. If you're always jumping from 1 thing to another, your brain never learns how to go deep. But when you focus on 1 thing fully, you enter flow, that magical state where time disappears and effort feels easy. And that's when real productivity happens. 7. Cut cheap dopamine. You know what dopamine is? It's the brain's feel-good chemical. But when you give your brain too much of it, it becomes lazy. Things like endless scrolling, junk food, and video games flood your brain with dopamine without you earning it. That makes real work, reading, learning, building, feel dull and slow. To fix that, you don't need to quit everything. Just reduce it. Notice how often you're grabbing your phone for no reason. Try putting it away for a bit. You'll start noticing something interesting. Your brain begins to enjoy effort again. It starts craving earned dopamine, the kind that comes from progress, not distraction. 8. Dopamine loading. Start your day right. The first hour of your day matters more than you think. If you start your morning by checking your phone, your brain gets a huge blast of dopamine before you've even brushed your teeth. That sets your brain's pleasure level too high. So when you try to study or work later, it feels boring in comparison. Instead, protect your mornings. Start with something quiet and productive, a short walk, journaling, or your hardest task. This teaches your brain that effort comes before reward. Then, at the end of the day, that's when you can relax and scroll. That's called dopamine loading, using your brain's chemistry smartly, not letting it control you. 9. Deliberately do hard things. If you always avoid things that make you uncomfortable, your brain learns that comfort equals safety. But if you choose to do small hard things on purpose, your brain rewires. Take a cold shower. Wake up early. Have that tough conversation. Do one more rep when you want to quit. Each time you push through discomfort, your brain releases dopamine afterward. It rewards you for facing challenge. Soon, your brain starts chasing that feeling. You begin to enjoy hard things because they feel good to overcome. That's how discipline turns into desire. Effort becomes your new comfort zone. 10. Gamify your hard work. Your brain loves games because games show clear progress. You can see levels, points, and rewards. You can use that same trick in real life. Turn your work into a game. Set a timer and see how much you can get done in 20 minutes. Give yourself points for every page you read, every workout you complete, every project you finish. When you track your progress, your brain sees visible proof that effort works, and it wants to keep going. Don't make it about perfection. Make it about progress. Each small win releases dopamine, reminding your brain that working hard feels good. 11. Work with other people. Humans are wired to copy the people around them. If your friends are lazy, you'll find it easier to be lazy too. If your circle is full of focused, hardworking people, your brain naturally mirrors them. Even sitting next to someone who's concentrating can increase your focus. It's called social mirroring, and it's powerful. So, surround yourself with people who value growth. Study next to someone productive. Work in a quiet room with others doing the same. You'll feel your brain sync up with their energy. Hard work spreads, just like yawning does. 12. Do a dopamine detox. Now this one is like a reset button for your brain. A dopamine detox means taking a break from all the high stimulation stuff. No social media, no junk food, no video games for a day or two. At first, you'll feel bored, even restless. That's okay. Your brain is used to noise, and now it's quiet. But after a while, you'll notice something. Your mind starts to clear up. You start to enjoy small things again. Reading, writing, thinking, even silence. That's your dopamine baseline resetting. After that, hard work feels rewarding again, not overwhelming. 13. Take real rest, not escape. Rest isn't just about doing nothing. It's about recovering. There's a big difference between real rest and escape. Escape is when you're avoiding life, binge-watching, scrolling, overeating. Rest is when you recharge, sleeping well, walking outside, meditating, or journaling. When you rest the right way, your brain rebuilds energy for effort. That's how you keep your motivation alive long-term. Remember, rest isn't the opposite of hard work. It's part of it. 14. Build consistency, not perfection. Hard work doesn't mean never taking a break. It means showing up consistently. You don't have to do 100 push-ups today. Just do some every day. You don't need to study for 6 hours. Just study for 1 hour every day. Tiny, consistent actions grow into big habits. And once your brain learns that effort happens daily, it stops fighting it. It becomes automatic, a system. You won't need to force yourself anymore. Your brain will want to do the work. 15. The brain that craves effort. When you first start doing hard things, it feels uncomfortable. Your brain fights you. But every time you push through, you're teaching it something powerful. I can handle this. I get stronger when it's hard. And slowly, your brain changes. The same way it once craved comfort, it now craves challenge. It starts to want that feeling of progress. That's when you stop relying on motivation. You don't wait to feel ready. You just do it, because that's who you've become. So if you want a brain that craves hard work, start small. Finish what you start. Take boring breaks. Do one thing at a time. Start for 2 minutes. And never stop learning from effort. Because one day, hard work won't feel hard anymore. It'll feel right. Remember, you're not lazy. Your brain just needs better training. Start today, and your future self will thank you.